G'day. Hello. Grand Rising. I think that's the right spot. I don't know. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for myself to come on live, and there it is. And here we go. Yourself to come coming live. There we go. There we go. I don't need to hear myself. I'm coming through normal. Hello. How are you? I wonder if this is possible. Sorry. I'm here to do the collective clock spread. So I invite you to invite your ancestors to come forward for this message. I invite you to get comfortable wherever you feel comfy and ready. I'm gonna put this across a bit down. So then you'll see more of the table. Alright, we will start with Palo Santo. Palo Santo. Alright. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, Mother Gaia, Mother Mary, all of your archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Metatron. Each of you guardians of the north, south, east, and west, and the internal. The circle closed and the collective invited. Okay. So, I thought today would start a little bit different. Took me a little bit longer to set up and organize than I thought it would, but I'm all good with that. I'm going to start with some Palo Santo. This should ground me, ground you, ground us, and just keep the balance of love, light, active, and moving. Woo! Alright, I'll start with that. And then I'm going to move into. Oh, that smells gorgeous. Grab a sage leaf and the space because I've been using this space quite a bit. So I'm going to break a sage leaf in half and then I'm going to grab two pieces like this. Ancestors of nature, guides of nature, spirits of nature, you're welcome here now. I place these in the very center. Get them going. Oh, I haven't lit my candle. Sisters, hello. Sorry, I did not. To stand. Sorry about that. Anyway, there we go. We will get to the collective reading. I'm just bringing this across because then I've got a video up. I've got an actual playlist up showing how I make these incenses, and basically I just like to make a circle around the sage, because then the sage will completely burn, and then so will this incense that I've created. And this incense is to purify, and so naturally to balance. Those smells are delicious, mind you. You can find those playlists in my page. This one's Clarity. I don't know where to show you this, but they're all handmade. I make them with a mortar and pestle. I've got it here in the background. All right, then I'll just let this burn in front of us, so that then we both receive the clarity. All right. So, I shared in more detail a dream of an ancestor coming through. I've got tiger's eye and amethyst on this side, on my left side, and I've got tiger's eye and rose quartz, because amethyst and obsidian is going on my right. Beautiful. All right. Where do I leave you? Or it will not burn. How are you today? I'm about to do a collective tarot reading. Dylan and Annie. Christ is Lord. Christ is a consciousness. It's a frequency that you can tune into when you step out of yourself for long enough and realize that the same energy that existed at the beginning exists here and now within you, within everything that has a heartbeat or a pulse. So, yes, Christ consciousness is Lord. Heretic. Thank you. I'm a polytheist, so thank you for sharing your beliefs and getting me to do something for you and then chastising me. Thanks. Enjoy your day. Spicy. So I will begin with the I felt this deck earlier today. So this deck came out with, when I was checking it for collective messages, it came out with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So that gave me a sense of collective coming to the realization that they have everything that they need within them at all times, at any point, and that they can reach it like that Christ consciousness, actually. You can reach it through prayer, you can reach it through going out for a walk in nature, sitting with creation, letting the birds talk to you, letting the bugs lead you on a little journey. Yeah, there's so much potential with going for a walk and clearing your head out in a forest. So yeah, all right, let's see. What's at the center of this spirit? What is the core of this reading? Now, I'm going to run out of space, so I'm going to have to move something. Where do I put everything? Elephants. What the? The 10 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck again. 10 of Wands, sorry, with the sun behind it. G'day, Pulse. How are you? Ooh, Tower's in the center of this reading. Awesome. So Tower is a sudden shift in energy, sudden shift in polarity, sudden shift really is what I'm feeling with this card at the moment. So sudden shift. So when the energy is moving in this way, it's either something from deep within collective is coming to light, or something from the outside is inspiring within. So let's see what the next card will be. Hopefully the creativity and the intellect. So the Queen of Swords comes out. I need some water. Queen of Swords after the Tower. So for this reading to be for you, you are more than likely somebody who is operating in a feminine aspect. So you might be somebody who's receiving somebody who receives ideas and transmutes them. The best part about feminine energy is its ability to multiply things and, I guess, really divide things as required. Johnny Roswell from Michigan. G'day. Thanks for tuning in. How are you? So this energy, it's not male or female, it's feminine or masculine. A man can sit with feminine energy, and a woman can sit with masculine energy. It's about whatever period you're in. So whatever is happening on the outside of this, that oh no, I don't want to use this. I actually really like this one. Just noticed this is going out. I might just top it up. Ta-da! So this Queen of Swords energy is Libra energy, so balancing life, like work-life balance, commitment life balance. So this tower may have come from maybe change of work stuff. G'day. No, I'm from Australia. Does mate me? Mate. What's in the career and wisdom part of this wheel spirit? So that we can see the become. So the Hierophant comes out next, and 2 cards come out face down. So Hierophant coming out in the career and wisdom at the moment, I've been noticing so on my walks, actually I've got some videos that I've got to make up into shorts that will come out while I was at work. Stinging nettles right now. Stinging nettles are in season here, obviously. Must be because they're coming out from everywhere, and I did read it, but it is a reference, or it's funny because the Emperor energy or Mars energy has been coming out a lot for me in a lot of my readings, and yeah, I would say over these next 4 days, take a note where you're feeling this Emperor energy for yourself. Where are you being led? Where are you being protected? Where are you being guided? What's the energy feel about? Because once I noticed that, I then actually noticed quite a bit of pepper. So I've harvested some pepper as well. Can't find it just now, but it had quite a few different deities attached to it as well. So it was just interesting to me that now the Hierophant, feel that your career does stabilize. Either it's because you've had a career, or it's because you've had a degree, you've got an education, you've got a qualification, or you have the experience that matches those things. This is why in your career and your wisdom path, it's like your past experiences have afforded you the ability to sit where you are here and now and just really enjoy that. It's like the energy that I'm feeling in this is like your past self is grateful to yourself because we're still inside the internal clock. Okay. We have the devil in the become position. So this to me is saying that whatever ideas it is that you've been sitting with in this Queen of Swords energy, and then whatever stabilization you've had in your material realm, here it's like you're creating commitments for yourself so that you can experience something different. So either you are about to change employment, or you have been thinking about changing employment, but you're wanting it to be in alignment with what you're feeling about here and now. You're not wanting to drift outside of the energy of what is happening in your reality, inside of your experience. You're still wanting to honor that. You're just wanting to, as well, let go of the things that don't serve you and integrate the things that do. So this could be a call or a mark that you've done some shadow work lately. And with 4 major arcana coming out here, this one here is your foundations, the Fool. This shows me that maybe you're doing something new, collective, within the world, within the WWW, within your experience. You're doing or you're giving yourself the opportunity to try something new. You're expanding in a way that is exciting for you, and you're also just feeling, perhaps you're feeling the cultural implications of you doing what you want to do and you expressing how you want to express. So, wow, because those turtles, yeah. Anyway, let's continue with the reading. We're looking for love and possessions, please. Love and possessions, please. So that's the Ace of Swords. And now willpower and emotion, please. Oh, I felt a card drop out. Ooh, that smells so delicious, by the way. Thanks for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. While I get the final bits and pieces of this out, I'm just trying this as a live feature, so bear with me. Normally I would have all the cards pulled previously, so I probably will timestamp this later just so that people can access the reading straight up. So willpower and emotions. That is the moon. So perhaps, because I did get shadow work with the devil over there in the becoming. So it's either you had to integrate something that inside of you wanted to experience or you wanted to express in some way, and then this moon coming in the willpower and emotion. It's like the flow that you were following or the ebb that that was moving you. Ew. I need to drink more water. Hey everyone. How are you? We've got, wow. Okay. Now I'm going to run out of room. Put my crystals over here. Okay, so we have the King of Wands in the external clock. Wow. Okay. Very energetic beginning of the clock, mind you. So we got to the moon, which is the willpower and emotion. And yeah, this shadow work energy came through. It's like the more willingness you're able to give to, no, the more attention you're able to give to what's moving you, pushing you, pulling you. This almost Piscean depth needs to come out, like wants to come out with the moon, because then in the reflection we've got justice. So then when I see justice in that position there, I know that you've had to come to something, some kind of realization within your own experience, within your own timing. I really felt just there. This is what enabled you to break out, to break through. So whatever it is that you're breaking through here, so it feels as though maybe you had an idea. So you're having an idea, or you're about to start a commitment with someone, collaborate with someone, connect with somebody who's the commitment feels balanced on the inside. It's how it shows on the outside maybe is the concern here, because I'm seeing I'm seeing this Ace of Swords is in the love and possessions position. These swans, they're normally in pairs for me in my head. They're always swimming together. And then the moon comes out next, which draws into the justice. So this Queen of Swords energy moving to the Ace of Swords, it's like one is much deeper than the other, but one is able to get to where it wants to go quicker, whereas the other sort of has to pass through this moon phase. So it's like an idea you have to sleep on, I guess, that brings you to this internal sense of justice. Okie dokie. I feel like I should light an incense, but I also don't know where to put it. Dragon's blood. Have you guys been? I hope the collective readings that I've been doing have been helpful for you. I appreciate the likes and the shares and the comments whenever they come through. I do. Great interactions so far. Uh-oh, that's gonna burn my table. Okie dokie. Now where on earth am I gonna put you? Please don't burn me. All right. So this internal justice is the segue point. So from that Queen of Swords, we've had a few birds come out. This sense of justice, this balancing that you're able to do within your own reflection. So this is stuff that you do on your own, whether it's with a journal, with a psychologist, with a therapist, with a punching bag, with the ocean, with a pool, however you're doing this reflective work. Ooh. Excuse me. It's bringing you a sense of balance. It's bringing you this beautiful change of experience within the external, right? So how do we get to the external? Obviously, travel through the moon, and then we get to this Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is your passion expressed. So maybe there is a new relationship or a new partnership beginning for you, around you at the moment. I'm interested to see what the 12th card is, if it's a court card, even the 11th card, because here it could be choices. So right now, the blue penguin on this card is going to externalize as the King of Wands. And so I'm just shuffling to get the rest of the clock. So that's 4. So this is your first position here. So this is your identity, yourself. So, or on the clock, on the external. So the way that you may be presenting on the outside world at the moment, the way people may be perceiving you, collective, is this King of Wands energy. King of Wands energy is, for me, the way I feel it, very much Aries, very much on top of their game, very much in control of what needs to be in control of, but really free-flowing. So fiery fire. Very fiery fire. I used to think this was fiery air, but yeah, fiery fire. Airy fire. Fiery fire, this is quick burning for me. So you had to sit with this Two of Cups, feeling this internal desire to want to connect, to want to commit, to want to engage with people. And then you sat as well, potentially, in this energy of the Queen of Swords, because the center of this reading is the Tower. So whatever inspiration took over you for you to be able to take a look at what you want your external reality to look like, and for you to actually make the steps and take the personal commitment. You're wanting to do this for yourself, but also for your collective, I'm seeing, because coming out in the King of Wands, it's a king. It's the final of the first suit. And it's a good place to start the wheel, really. The wheel then moves into the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is values and possessions. So sometimes, the way that I read this as well, sometimes, so the first one will be, the digit number 1 will be for Pisces. Digit number 2 is Aries, Taurus, so on, getting all the way to Aquarius. So this could be an Aries message, but it could not be also. Six of Swords here, this is a below water dwelling creature. This is a deep sea dwelling creature actually as well. These cards have gone right side up, so I'm going to pull them out. But yeah, this Six of Swords, so this here, this change, this support, this movement, I don't know that it feels very good. According to this reading, I mean, I don't know that it's that this fish is being stabbed by these things or anything like that, but I don't know that these new ideas would be helpful for a creature that's so comfortable within their experience, comfortable within their surroundings, their settings. So this would this for me normally this little part here, that little part there is normally got like a little light globule that it will use to attract little deep sea dwelling fish. But here, this could be you putting more attention into where you're putting your finances, where you're asserting your mental energy. Is it helping you achieve what you want to achieve? Are you running out of energy for your own ideas, your own passions? Ooh, got very cold all of a sudden. And so in this position, there may be a call to initiate a movement towards something new, change something that's not working for you. Allow yourself to have this good balance, this internal balance that you have already acquired. You've got this. So being able to see, where do I need to pull back and where do I need to take steps forward? Anyway, here we go. In the third position, so this is closest to becoming on the internal clock. This is the communicate and learn card. So whatever it is that you're moving away from, whatever it is that you're committing to, even if it's just on an internal basis, so you choosing to commit to, I don't know, say you're, because I was a personal trainer once upon a time. Say you're joining a gym and you're wanting to join a gym that gives you certain benefits. So some people might join a gym for the classes, or they'll join a gym for the swimming pool, the facilities, the saunas, the whatever it is that you're joining this commitment for. It's an internal commitment. So potentially people may not even know about it. And if it does, it may require you to go out and learn something. It may require you to communicate effectively at this time, and do so as soon as you're sure of your emotions. Do so as soon as you're sure of your feelings, because these two cards next to each other, I don't mind that this is happening on the internal, but this happening on the external, as long as you've balanced out this devil energy, then when this opportunity to learn something or to communicate how you're feeling does come along, then it will feel more grounded. It will feel more balanced. Oh yeah, that's right. These cards are. Then in the fourth position, I'm seeing the world. Is this going to be the rest of the clock? Oh, cool. Oh, it is. Great. Isn't that great how spirit does things? Like, you don't even have to try. You just sort of stand aside and let spirit take the wheel. All right. Wow. And that's the clock. And then let's see what's at the bottom then. It's the Five of Pentacles. Ooh. Okie dokie. Where do I want to put you? You can sit there. Okay. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, guides. Thank you, spirits of the trees, of the flowers, of the bees, of the birds, of everything, of the animals that come around us to help us see the direction we need to go in. And yeah, thank you very much. Beautiful. Oh, my grandma said she was going to get me one of those that has the Brit. Hello, Brit. My grandma said she was going to get me one that the stick has the felt on it. But yeah. We were at the World. Gemini. Home. Roots. So here is where I'm getting a clear indication that whatever this tower moment is, and wherever you are on this timeline, this is the fourth position. This is the Gemini position. This is the space. So whatever space you're in. However this tower affected you, whether it puts you in a good mindset or a bad mindset, you've been able to transmute this energy. You've been able to apply whatever it is that you knew. You've been able to apply whatever is happening in the astrology at the moment. I would love for an astrologer to chat with more regularly. I have been connecting with Desiree. I actually connected with her today. I've got to respond to an email as well. um, but yeah, I've got to respond to an email. Whatever it is that you've done, whatever this inspiration was, whatever this upheaval that you went through it and you were able to bring yourself back into your own energy. It's good that here this is the Tauran energy. So this here is like what matters to you. You're moving towards what matters to you, right? And internally, you already had this shift. You already had, well, that's not Taurus, that's Aries. Oh no, that is Taurus. What am I talking about? That's the Hierophant. um, have I been saying Emperor? I don't think so. This is Taurus. So you've had this internal balancing, and then it's like you're moving towards it really quickly. And this ability to pivot, this ability to really charge in the direction that you're wanting to move in. This is potentially something that your ancestors have been leading you towards. I'm all of a sudden drawn to the moon card again. So maybe this was a secret. Maybe this was something that you hadn't uh, been willing to experience just yet. Because that on that part, the next card that comes out there is the Page of Wands. So whatever this gateway that you've crossed through, whatever this opportunity that you've really moved towards, like you've had this movement of, all right, I know now what I can do to grow, install, learn, and develop. So I need to know, feel what is right for me. How do I move forward? And what are my next steps? You've stabilized this. This is a 4. So this is the home and the roots. I've already said that. And you've given yourself that opportunity. This one here, creativity and pleasures. Cancer. This can be a feeling of denial, helplessness, feeling stuck. The other way around would be focus, moving forward, time for change. So if you are feeling like you're in either one of those energies, in this fifth position, I've already said, Cancer. This could be something that's. This could look like you being held back for a moment. This could look like you being pushed off of whatever direction you were going in. But this is the process now. You just are aware that you're able to go internally, you're able to sit inside of all of these ideas, and you're able to ask Spirit, okay, direct me. It's like crossroad energy. I don't know where to go. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I stay up? Do I go down? Like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I do it? And the why of it all, because this is the internal part of that, whatever it is. It looks like a little mole or a meerkat. This energy is, it looks like an egg to me. It looks like an embryo inside of an egg, inside of whatever it's inside of. And so this idea, like these other ideas, these external ideas, they may not be penetrating. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good enough time to say the word penetrating, but there you go. Um, these external ideas are not penetrating your rebirth, your development stage. You're able to just continue on your path, do what you need to do, open up portals to wherever you need to go, and close out cycles whenever you need to. Also, you're able to step into the fullness. So these two cards have come out, the first and the last major arcana, and they do surround this. So I feel that no matter what, whether you're able to look inside or whether you're able to draw signs and guidance from the external, do what is right for you. At the moment, there is a lot of feedback happening. There's a lot of interactions. There's a lot of pain happening in the world. And so the best thing that you can do at this time is to sit with what's inside of you and process what's inside of you safely, and give yourself permission to express some love and some light, especially because the world needs it. It's it's important for us to show up, not just for ourselves, but for others when we feel like we can pour into the grid. And pouring into the grid, there's this icebreaker energizer game that we have been doing, that I had been doing at a men's behavior change program that I went to attend. Um, and yeah, we started the conversation with who's got energy to give to the grid, and who's going to be taking from the grid, taking energy from the grid. And so that was a really good way of externally processing, okay, how am I feeling? Am I feeling like I'm needing to give today to the world, to the experience today? Or am I someone that needs to take from the experience? We have the Three of Pentacles in the work position, and this is Leo. So this is energy. You might be feeling like you've taken this step towards what you needed to on the back of being very inspired to move by spirit, by ancestors, by anything within your experience. And now you find yourself collaborating. You find yourself working with others. You find yourself, yeah, you just find yourself creating because it's something that interests you. It's something that you've seen has been able to be a gift to others, to your collective, especially in this moment. I'm feeling the people who have been able to receive have been giving feedback, whether it's good or bad, and you've done the things that you've needed to do in order to participate within your collective, within your own energy, and you're not needing to take anything more than you're needing to take. And it comes on the back of that feeling, like, the, am I taking from the grid today or not? And then being able to communicate that effectively to others without anybody becoming the victim, I guess. Because if you need something, you should also feel safe and within your power to express that. If you're not safe and you're not able to express your desires, your needs, the space that you need to take up, then that's something to take a look at. And I say that as I move on. This card here is for the partnerships. This is the 7th position, so Virgo. This could be time. This is a cicada. So after coming into work with people, after protecting this identity, this self, this internal self from being harmed, you come out into the world and I'm seeing there's a video of a frog sitting in the water and it croaks and you can see all of the vibrations, the reverberations. It reminds me of the singing bowl. So this cicada also makes that noise. And the reason that I say the circles and the vibrations is because I really see it in this card. Yeah, like that pushing inward, outward kind of thing. So this year you could be feeling renewal. I feel more so this is like self-realization. So after the Fool and the 3 of Pentacles energy, especially because this is all stemming from the Tower, you've had a self-realization. You're like, we're going towards the reflection. So if you've been able to persist through indecisiveness, if you've been able to persist through self-doubt, then this is where you really do get to this stage of self-realization, right? Like, you're just able to move differently. You have let go of the things in the past that are no longer serving you, and you're able to operate in a different way. This is what gives you this world option to take. You needed to release, like, it would be easier for a camel to enter into, to pass through the eye of a needle than it will be for a man who loves his life to enter into the kingdom of heaven. This is a really old idea, but it's about the possession. So there's this place in the world, there's this place in the Middle East somewhere, that there is a place called Eye of the Needle. And so to get from one spot to the next spot easily, the merchants would pull the inventory off of their camels and they would get their camels on their knees and get them to crawl through the eye of the needle. And so that process is easier than it will be for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because that camel herder, that camel rider understands you cannot pass through the portals unless you've let go of something. And I have a feeling that you will get the indication of what this is that you're letting go of. You will be given this clear idea coming through that will show you what you need to communicate effectively, where and when, so that you can get to this 8 of Cups energy. This 8 of Cups energy sits in the transformation spot. So this is Libra, this is time. 8 of Cups, here we go. We're letting go, we're potentially abandoning something. Oh, feeling abandonment. I just cannot stop hiccuping. Cutting our losses. This way would be regret, avoidance, and stagnation. And so, yeah, I think moving on is the hardest thing to do in life. especially in order to receive or to go through a transformation. Um, you need to be willing to walk away. You need to be willing to cut the things that really are emotionally maybe just taxing you and not benefiting you. Hmm. You did do it though. You were able to go inside. You were able to reflect. You were able to see who you were. You did give yourself this time. So this walking away may not even be difficult for you anymore. If you've done this shadow work, if you've come to the realization that the commitments are what they are, and if they're not, they're not. Like if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. But yeah, this tower again. This could have been a great idea. This could have been a great change of pace for you. This could have been an amazing shift for you. Like it could have felt like doing a 360 or glitching. Like I'm suddenly seeing Wreck-It Ralph in my head, where like she's glitching. She's glitching, right? And it takes a lot of hard work to get to why she's glitching, but basically someone had hacked into her game and taken her spot, so she was glitching. Don't let your shadow do that. Don't let your light be drowned out by the dimness of this world. Be the light in the world and allow your light to just reverberate and grow, because I see here in the ninth position. This is the ninth. Here goes Scorpio energy. This is the philosophy or the beliefs. You, on the outside, are someone who may be seeming like they've connected to an ancestral knowledge, they've connected to a human species knowledge, the energy of really being able to go deep. So, um, the first thing that I noticed was the whale, and then I noticed all of the pentacles at the bottom. So this could be like past ancestors here at the bottom, but this is you going to visit them and them sharing their knowledge with you, and then you needing to come back to the surface, right? So then when you do get this knowledge, when you have done this internal balancing and you've allowed yourself to really look at what you're bringing to the table, you can feel this prosperity. You can feel this fulfillment. You can feel the good fortune. And it's because you've been able to provide it to yourself somewhat. Like you've literally given it to yourself. Wasn't easy though. That's what I'm feeling there. So whatever it is that's coming for you for these next 4 days, because this is a 4 day. Whenever you do see this message, it's if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. And yeah, I hope to be back as often as I can to do these. But yeah, then we move into the 10. So Page of Wands on the back of the Moon and Justice. Career. Sagittarius energy. Space again. With the pages, the way that I interpret them, this could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We did have the King of Wands come out in the first position. That I do say is Aries energy. Got the Chariot. That's very much Cancer energy. The Devil, I don't. Oh, the Devils are obviously Capricorn energy. The Hierophant, Taurus, the World. I don't think that's one of them. No. The Fool. That could be. No, the Star is Judgment, Justice, Libra. Page of Wands. So the world is seeing you as this Page of Wands. So it's interesting that you go. So I don't know. So take this as it resonates. starting at the number one position, this is King of Wands energy, and then coming here to the 10th position, it's Page of Wands energy. So in that, I can feel like there's this completion loop. So there's this potential circuit here that you can skip back to and restart where you're wanting to. And it's depending on whether or not you're willing to do this internal shadow work, whether you're or not you're willing to stand in your own presence, in your own awareness, in your own union. I just saw that Two of Cups, and I did say before that maybe you're coming to a relationship, like you're coming to the readiness of a relationship, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, are you choosing between like Page of Wands energy or King of Wands energy? It's just cute that there's a lot of wands in between. So the 11th position here, that's the Ace of Wands, and the 12th position is the Six of Wands. It's a very beautiful peacock. Oh, very beautiful peacock. Just my peacock fella. Only the boys are pretty. The girls, I don't know why. The girls get screwed in nature. They're not the pretty ones. I imagine that's why women wear makeup. Well, men do too if they're actors. Oh, no judgment. Just literally, like, I imagine in my head. It's like, well, in birds, the boys are the pretty ones. In fish, the boys are the pretty ones. I might be biased. I might just be biased, actually. All right. So coming back into the reading, we were at Sagittarius. Whew. Page of Wands. This card does indicate Aries, Leo, Sag for me. So you may be presenting as somebody who's really energetic. You may be presenting as somebody who's really coming through in your own light. You're not really like holding back. You're investigating things at your own delight. You're exploring your own passion, and you're allowing that to create momentum. This momentum is giving you enthusiasm to continue. And so when you do continue on this clock, we get to the Capricorn card. So this is movement again. And we did have the devil inside internal 9. So Page of Wands to Ace of Wands, Dragonfly energy. I'm suddenly reminded of one of the shorts that I've captured but haven't uploaded yet. It's I saw these 4 dragonflies flying around, and they looked a bit chaotic, but then I sort of like zoomed out within the thing, and I witnessed that they were sort of patrolling. So it looked like dragonflies patrolling. And then I saw a bird, and then they all sort of ducked down. Yeah. Ace of Wands. So whether or not you're somebody who is moving towards a new idea, a new relationship, expressing something, that this was in the friends. So maybe you're thinking of connecting with people again in a new way, again in a new way. Is that right? I don't know. It's just I don't get that you're being blocked in any way, because this is the 11th position. So these friends that you're connecting with, where there are no blockages, things are just going to flow. So it's like floodgates are opening here, and the way that it's feeling is I'm having like this energetic release in my shoulders, where it's all just sort of like, I don't know, pouring back and outwards. Not like a pulling energy, it's more like a flowing outwards, like I imagine what a dragonfly feels like doing at the end of its day, right? Like the wings just sort of like resting. And there's no combat, there's no fear. So when you're in this Ace of Wands energy, when you're connecting with your friends in this energy, and when everybody's in this Ace of Wands energy to connect, This is probably what leads us to the whole Six of Wands experience. It could be a spiritual experience, even if that's the way it feels to you. Like a big victory, like a success, like an accomplishment, right? And in the reverse, this would be something that's come out as a failure, some self-doubt, or some pessimism, right? So I really read in the upright, but lately I've been trying to shuffle my deck in a way that lets me read more upside downs, but usually if they pop out in reverse, then I read them in reverse. Six of Wands. Beautiful way to wrap the clock up. You've been able to develop or grow something that is meaningful to you, something that is important to you, and it's come on the back of you experiencing this tower. This tower moment wasn't wasn't chaotic. It was a change. It did allow you to have freedom. Might have been more like a revelation or an awakening. Having this moment and then giving yourself time to really integrate. So if you've been someone who has been experiencing like ascension symptoms, so fatigue in the morning or restlessness at night, disrupted sleep patterns, noticing the angelic numbers. So these things, they're little indicators for you to take awareness of and do what's necessary for you. If you see numbers, they might mean something different to whoever else uses the same system. But I can see that you've been able to create your own system, do your own sort of internal work so that you're actually able to come out on the outside, stand the way that you want. You're able to become this quick-willed person who's able to, on the fly, just decide, okay, I'm going in that direction. Okay, I'm going in that direction. And nothing gets in the way. It's like free will has been restored to you. You're feeling like the groundwork that you've done has actually integrated. You're feeling when you connect with others, it's in a meaningful way. You're not taking or giving more than is necessary. You're just equal give and take. So like equivalent exchange. You've been able to deep dive into your emotions. You've been able to really get a good sense of where you've gone, where you want to go, and even connected with your ancestors in some way. And I think this has come on the back of you being able to really connect with the chariot energy over on the east and become somebody that your younger self would have been proud of, I'm getting, right here in the north. So the way that you're expressing right now, people can take notes, but like it's probably going to change because you're just expressing yourself, and your sense of self doesn't really rely on what's happening externally. You've got a solid understanding of how to manage these change of seasons, change of cycles. This change that's occurring for you isn't destabilizing you. You're energetically in alignment with your visions, with your dreams. You're actually putting action and energy towards making it come about. So any way that you're going to come to the world and present whatever cup you're offering to the world, and whatever whatever stability you've created for yourself, this is why you're being offered this tower. This is why you're being offered this revelation, this awakening. So when you pass through this one, just remember, you actually go through this, and then the next step is the sun. So you become a celestial. And once you step into that celestial energy, things really look a lot cleaner. You've really been able to move through what you needed to move through, and you've honored yourself in the journey. So yeah, thanks for hanging around. How was that? Whew. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for sitting with me. If anyone wants a 3-card reading, or you've got any of these cards that resonated with you, I can do a reading around that specific card or that specific position. If not, I'll stretch a bit and I will say Yeah, this is awesome. This is really fun. I could actually do some oracle cards. Is what I could do. Yeah, could do some oracle cards. Let's make some noise. Let's clear some energy. Um. Woo! All right. Oracle cards. I do like this one. Angels and ancestors. Any messages for the collective from angels and ancestors, please? Spirit, come through. Any information that my collective or the collective requires. It's a whole experience, right? Ooh, I'm looking at the King of Wands, and I just saw like a little shrunken head. And the head is actually inside of a ward too, which makes it look like it's a charm. King of Wands energy is weird all of a sudden. All right, we have Medicine Mother. Wow, and I just talked about a puppet like description in my own head. Interesting. So I know it's just a coronet, but that's what I was looking at. Wow, interesting. So I'm going to put this Medicine Mother over with the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. I'm going to grab the book. Honor your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. It's a guardian, so this should be relatively quickly to find. Medicine Mother. I think I just saw it. Medicine Guardian. Thank you, Spirit. That was quick. So I'm just reading this card here. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this Medicine Mother, inspired by West African tribal women, has gone through so many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The Medicine Mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. Wow. Whew. The extended message: there is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delay tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Thank you, ancestors. That was awesome. I cannot stop looking at the Starseed Oracle. This tiny little planet. I actually had a dream. I had a dream that my consciousness kept moving between the 7 planets, and my consciousness was moving towards the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. And I don't know if this is correct, but when I was in the northern hemisphere, I could recognize that felt like moving towards energy. And then when I was in the southern hemisphere, I recognized that I saw a trail of light. Then I witnessed that where we were moving was kind of like we were on the edge of the center of the galaxy. And this silver dust that we were leaving behind was creating the consciousness of God. So as we are spinning through space, like literally surrounding the outside of this huge, like what looks like just before a big star is built. So like, I don't know if I was really small or if I was really big, but it was like we were creating together, everybody on the planet, everybody that was governed by the stars, governed by the masks, the zodiacs, the real experience that's happening. We are slowly creating this, we're leaving this trail of either light or shadow behind us, and that's what's creating the consciousness of the next God. Like we're creating God, each of us at the same time. Time not relative, like we're moving towards creating God on a moment to moment basis. So yeah, I saw that and was reminded of that dream. But yeah, now I want to get a card from here. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, God. Thank you, deities. Thank you, guide. Let's get an oracle card for the collective and probably wrap this up if no one wants a reading. Hey, Janita Brown. How you doing? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, 7-star sisters. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, expressions. Gorgeous cards. And here we have fall into my arms. That's what I feel like your angels are saying to you, actually. Fall into my arms, because they are the ones that speak to you on a moment to moment, day to day, week to week basis, and they connect you to, they're your messengers, right? The angels are your messengers, and they help you deliver messages to God, and so that you can receive messages from God as well. Fall into my arms from the angels, the Starseed Oracle, sorry. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating, when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly gorgeous and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things go bad, and when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. Try saying that 10 times fast. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Now, the starseed activation on this: place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I'll let you put that on your heart if you like and listen to the activation. I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. I'll say that again. I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar, and fall completely into her arms. That was gorgeous. That was beautiful. Ooh, 70 minutes or so on the clock. How's everyone feeling? Oh, please, if anything has resonated, leave a like for me. It lets other people know that I'm here when you do that. And if you'd like to share what resonated, you can tell me in the comments. Also, I do this every 4 days, hopefully. So leave a subscription and you can catch that content when it appears. Otherwise, you can catch me when you catch me. Yeah. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoy collective energy. And I enjoy reading cards. So yeah. If no one has any questions, then I'll say goodbye. I'll give it a minute. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate all the ways that you interact, all the ways that you show up in the world that you're a part of, whether you're a tarot reader yourself, whether you're a teacher, a guide. Thank you. Thank you for being who you are in the world and showing up in the way that you do, because this world is benefiting from you vibrating the way that you vibrate. You are even starting to feel like you can transfer between dimensions even quicker. And it's all because you're giving awareness to the current moment. You're allowing yourself to be present here and now. And this is what's allowing you to really find your purpose within this time, within this place, wherever you are in the world. And your collective will see you. You're going to be reunited with this collective that you've known for lifetimes. You've known many lifetimes. You just needed to find yourself first. But now that you have, it's all good. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. I dare you to do an awakening spell. Or you could just pray for them. That's a little bit more brutal. Holy Spirit doesn't play. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, ancestors, spirit guides, thank you for being here throughout this reading. Thank you for the cheekiness that you provide me, and thank you for that beautiful tightrope that you provide me to walk and try and interpret what is being shown to me through images, sights, sounds, taste. Yeah, just really appreciate the entire journey, and I appreciate you guys for following along. So yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. Alrighty. See you, bye.